We would now like to call upon Mr. Anand Kadali, who's a trustee and also the secretary of the Sri Sathya Sai Annapoorna Trust, to give us an update of what has transpired in the year 2019-2020. Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, respected Suresh Kumar Ji, Honorable Education Minister for Government of Karnataka, respected Japananda Swamiji, respected Chief Mentor Narsimurthy Garu, and our dear Chairman Sir, Sri Narsimhachari Sampath. And to all the members who have assembled over here, especially the corporate clients and partners who had been a part of this journey, we are very happy to have you over here on this very wonderful occasion of the 5th year anniversary of our Sri Sathya Sai Annapoorna Trust. As I stand over here, this morning a small incident happened. And it so happened 8 years back when we went to start the breakfast program under the guidance of our founder, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, when he has personally guided some of the volunteers to start this program. So we followed his command, and then we started this program. First day of the program, we did it. We finished the program, and then one girl child came to me and she asked me, "Sir, are you coming tomorrow?" So somewhere I felt very touched by that small statement from that girl. And initially, it was planned to be 2 days in a week program. So naturally, I could not tell her that I'll come after 2 days or 3 days. It was a natural thing to me and to the volunteers. And we said, yes, we will come tomorrow. Because we understood the heart and the intent with which this girl was asking us to come. And there was nothing in it, one scoop of upma, or 1 or 2 idlis. And we were not in a situation to ask her, are your parents not taking care of you? Because we know the parents go early morning for some construction work. They come from poor rural communities. So it so happened, the same girl today called me again. And it's after 8 years that girl calls me. And most of you know that we were kind of pretty occupied coordinating with many of our guests who are supposed to come, chief guest who is supposed to come. And this girl calls me and she says only one single thing. And she says, "Happy 5th year anniversary of the trust." For a second, I got completely so surprised to see this girl calling me and telling me this. Now, this is the first incident. The second incident which happened to me again this morning is, we went and met one of the teachers during those days, and we told we want to do the breakfast program. And it so happened that lady told, "Sir, in fact, I was praying to God, my own Ishtadevata, Venkateshwara Swami, and I'm telling that every day I go to school, but Swami, I'm not able to teach to these empty stomachs. Leave aside students. I'm not able to teach to the empty stomachs because I want them to learn well. But if something is there in their stomach, then only they can study well." Of course, it's all divinely ordained. We all went over there, and then we told we want to start this program. Then and there she said, sir, please come from tomorrow onwards, tell me what arrangements we need to make. So then immediately we started the program there also. The same teacher again called today, and she said, sir, that day I only prayed for my school. Today, we are praying for all the 6,000 schools wherever you're starting the breakfast program. Why I'm telling these two incidents is, here is a society, somebody like Annapoorna Trust, and here is a samaja like a teacher or a student who are coming forward to help the government. Government is doing amazing work, particularly on nutrition in the form of midday meals program. So all we need to do is how we can try to come out with innovative solutions to help the government. There's one more incident which happened in the same way, where one of our volunteers did tell me, is it not the job of the government to take care of the children? We are anyways paying the taxes and that goes into the government and they will make the responsible arrangements. And I said to him, of course it is a government's job, but at the same time we also have equal responsibility. So today, if you look at it, the same volunteer who was questioning me about 8 years back, he is one of the front-end leading coordinator for a large school in Bangalore and 90 schools in Chikbalapur Taluk. Incidentally, in 2018, when we were a very small organization, we were doing for about 100,000 children. And then we went and met our Suresh ji, Education Minister, and we told, sir, we are doing this breakfast program. And he was very keen to know, how will this breakfast program help? Of course, he knows it definitely helps. What has been the impact? So I told, sir, this is really making a lot of difference in Chikbalapur district, and you please come and observe this program. On our request, he came not once or twice, multiple times. Sir is a regular. Sir is not a, he is our family member. He's a regular over here. Many of our doctors, many of our heads from education institutions keep meeting sir every often. And when he saw this program, we also started a very unique Sai Sure micronutrient health mix as an innovation from our end. And we told, sir, we can give this to the children who are getting this Kshirabhagya milk powder. He got so interested into this program. It so happened he was in Chamarajnagar, where he was meeting some of the students. And one of the students actually asked this question to him. Sir, we are giving milk powder, milk is coming to us, but can we have taste to it? In fact, the Sai Sure has not yet been formally launched. We had this idea, we were doing this program as a pilot. And then, sir immediately said, Annapoorna Trust is coming up with a Sai Sure milk powder, and that will come to your school. And not only to your school, we will try to work for giving it to the entire Karnataka as a state. So this is not a statement made by me. There is a video. There is a video which has been already shared, where how Suresh ji was supporting this program and making it happen all across the state. In our source of ensuring that the program happens in a better way, seamless supply chain management, coordination for breakfast and Sai Sure, we wanted to take initially the surrounding districts of Chikbalapur. Naturally, what came to our mind was Tumkur. Now in Tumkur, naturally we need volunteers also. Our volunteers are spread in Bangalore, Chikbalapur, and to an extent in Gulbarga, and wherever we have our educational campuses. In the interest of all the corporate clients who are here, we want to make a mention that we have 24 educational campuses across 20 districts in Karnataka, providing completely free of cost, values-based education to over 5,000 children. So with this already set up nodal points, I would say, because schools are basically for us execution centers, where we have our educational campuses, we are trying to do our best to provide SciSure. However, in Tumkur, while we have our campus and we are trying to do our program over there, we had the support of Japananda Swamiji. Sir was very gracious to bring in his set of volunteers across 3 taluks and start this SciSure program. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this is every step which we have taken has always been divinely ordained. And today, as I stand and speak to all of you over here, I'm absolutely confident that this whole people revolution which we speak about, Jana Andolan, which is what our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has coined, Poshan Abhiyan, Jana Andolan, a people's movement program, is slowly starting up here in Chikbalapur district. And today, we have 600 plus volunteers, and all of these people are working professionals. They work for various corporate giants, still they take time and participate in this program. One final point which I want to share over here is about the responsibility each of us carry. It so happened once I met Sadhguru, and he actually drew a flow chart to me, and he said, "Dear Anand, all you need to do is think about one 5 rupee coin. The impact of 5 rupee coin can have, I'll tell you." He explained on a flow chart, and he said, if you can provide 5 rupee coin, something related to some nutrition in the morning, that will actually make a big impact for the child in his future. So I asked Swami, how is it possible that 5 rupee coin can have an impact? See, if the child gets a nutrition in the morning, you don't need to think about setting up hospitals, setting up primary health care centers. During the first 10 to 15 years, if you're taking care of the child, no corona will come. No inflictions will happen to the child. No pandemics will come to us. We will have immunity. We'll be very strong enough to fight against anything. And then he said that because we are not investing on this, we are finding challenges right now. So you as a team member, along with the volunteers, need to work on that simple, small investment. We don't call it as finances. We call it as investment on a child. Put that 5 rupees investment on a child, number one. Second point he told, see, you are having breakfast. Your children are also having breakfast. You ask the entire community wherever you are staying, the entire people whom you are working with, tell them to feed one more child every day. It's very simple. All you need to do is get one simple breakfast, identify a nearby maid son, or could be a nearby son from a slum, and make it a point and make it a regular habit. So that person is making contribution to the nation. We don't need to do wonders. We are only here to see how together we can make things happen. These 2 points were highly reflected into our volunteers, and they started doing in their own capacity this morning nutrition program. And this is a very important point for all of us, because if we don't take this responsibility, I'm sure we'll still be in the same state of fighting against these pandemics. So I, once again, call upon to all the volunteers, all the people, all the clients, all the partners who are supporting us, every member, especially the students, to take up this initiative. Think positive. What you can do in your own capacity for another child. Then naturally you will also start getting calls like what I'm getting, where they'll call up and say another 10th year anniversary, or they'll call up and say, you have been doing wonderful job. I'll bless the entire nation who has all the schools blessed with morning breakfast. We never know, that can also happen. It's just that we need to take that first initiative, and I wish that we together can do this with the support of the government also. Finally, I just wanted to greet all the volunteers for the wonderful work they have done during the COVID pandemic. And in the last 6 months, we have been able to touch the very rural communities who are not having any livelihood by providing 2 to 3 months of dry ration. And we have done this on a daily basis to various regions. And today we celebrate, or rather I would say today we were able to cross giving this dry ration to over 1 lakh families or 100,000 families. There's a small video on this regard, and with this I offer at the lotus feet of Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. And also, please, we will be requesting the guidance of many of the corporate clients and the government organizations to help us in this endeavor. Sai Ram.